Deadly frog likes the water. They will be in my nightmares. Makes a good burger. Are we talking about the meat or are we talking about the bun? Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We're for more Pikmin Squared Louie's Quest. We've already fought yellow Wally Hops, and yet apparently the non-yellow ones are what count for Louie's notes for some reason. Yeah, we've already fought the yellow ones quite a few times, but until we fought this particular one near those pearly clams, which are, you know, these things, they didn't get added, which is very interesting. Big clam holds many riches and very tasty meat, but it does seem to be immortal. Hang on a minute, how do you know if it's tasty meat if it seems to be immortal? That means that you would be able to, you know, knock it out. Also, is he talking about... Oh yeah, look, he actually notifies here with his sketch that the pearl does in fact give 50 Pikmin. Look, 50 carrots with legs. He actually did some scientific research. Then again, if it's growing Pikmin, that's growing walking carrots to him, so maybe it wasn't scientific at all and it was just, you know, food. We've only got 2 more enemies to notify, and one of them is a doozy. We're gonna get him in this one. Actually, no, we'll get him in the next one, but for now we're going into the Giant's Desert because that's the only other area that we have left to gather our ship parts. And even though we still have massive holes in our hull, that's because we haven't found some of the ship parts that actually fill in those gaps. It's kind of insane. But since we are landing in here, as I said, we'll get that creature in the next episode. But we need to take out that bloody cannon beetle. Sorry for the cut. I had to start the day again because things went terribly. Right, what I need is 35 reds, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently, and I will show you the reason why I had a failed take, and it's not pretty. It has to do with the decorated cannon beetle, which is a perfect opportunity for me to mention the map, so let's bring that up real quick. As I said, this entire area is completely brand new. Speaking of brand new, there has been some changes, because I was playing on version 1.1, which was the version for like over a year, but then only months later after finishing the project, version 2 came out. So there has been some changes, and the most notable change from the intro of the old original video, which, by the way, if you click in the description below, it'll also be in the card in the corner, you can go back to the original video that I had originally recorded. This is going to be a 1 video replacement, so don't worry about Pikmin numbers or anything before and after, because this fits very nice and neatly in here due to these changes, because I wouldn't have been able to defeat the cannon beetle even with the amount of time we had remaining anyway. So I've done basically everything exactly the same up to this point. I've just got a few more Pikmin. But the new change here is that the arena is a little bit bigger. I'll do a little comparison of going back and forth so you can see that. Ignoring the 5 planted yellows that I have in that corner there, you may have also noticed that the 2 geysers to skip the wall to get to the blue onion is now a little pathway. It's just more efficient, so you don't have to toss Pikmin over if you want to get them across. So just a minor change there. But the major change is this arena, because not only is it bigger, it dips in a little bit, slopes a tad, so that the rocks are less prone to hitting the wall or even getting stuck. So you have more maneuverability, and the boulders are a lot easier to maneuver as well. I think the collision for the legs of the decorated cannon beetle have also been changed a little bit, so the rocks are less prone to hitting the space around them and shattering. But again, with the additional maneuverability offered by the arena, it's very good. So this video is going to be exactly the same as before, but because of the change of the arena, that makes it easier to take out the cannon beetle just a tad, which saves us just enough time for an addition, which we will bump into later. I could have stuck it in at the end of the original video and just re-uploaded it, but I wanted to play it again so that you can see that I have the amount of time to do so. There's also something I need to talk about over here, but we'll deal with that after I've dealt with the cannon beetle, because the cannon beetle will take up most of our time. So thankfully it's also been changed in the randomizer, but the randomizer that I did, or that was still being uploaded at the time, yeah, that I got up to like 6 videos before the finish published, because I was doing 1 a day plus live streams that were getting in the way and stuff. While be it version 2 had already come out, so just keep that in mind. But all the version 2 changes I can showcase in an actual Louie's Quest official randomizer, because originally you had to do it via a glitch, which is what I was planning on doing anyway, but with more changes on top of that, I can showcase all the new V2 stuff in the V2 exclusive randomizer, which is quite nice. So it all works out well in the end. So I just need to kill these enemies just to get back to where we were, because they will spawn in. Again, as I said, previous version of this video is all going to be basically exactly the same. In fact, that little pathway doesn't even impact the change of the route that I've got going on right now. I just got to kill these buggers. Literally, in most cases, he's dead. I like how the bigger ones are easier to take care of. I have noticed that the one I just fought at the beginning near base seems to change occasionally. I don't know what that's about. Right, so I want to dismiss. I want to get all my reds up. Would normally have 30, but 5 yellows are planted near... just beyond yonder. That's why I don't have enough, but I want to bring a couple of blues spare. If I need any more, I'll toss them up. Excuse me, ignored my whistle. Rude. Don't need blues to hit this geyser, which is very nice, so we can just launch on up here. I'm just going to tidy up my Pikmin a little bit here. I think I'm 1 off, but it's just in case if I lose a couple of reds. These would be reds, but they're just... They're going to be the fodder that I would normally lose with the reds in the first place, because my technique for the armored the decorated canopy, well, not the armored, is the same. But I do need to have the camera completely zoomed out. You can see it's substantially bigger now. So I normally have a Pikmin to distract, because he locks on his rotation with the Pikmin, but he fires only when he sees a captain. Now that we have a lot more maneuverability, I can easily make my way around, and as long as he doesn't shimmy too much, he can do it. But unfortunately, my Pikmin are still too far away, even if they were in here. So what I should have done was actually have them all on me, especially if they're flowered, because then I'll be able to actually do everything I need to. So let's toss another yellow over there just to bait him. And we're just going to have to be careful about how we maneuver. And of course we want reds for damage, which is why I brought them with me. So, yeah, I had that boulder go a bit too sharp. Oh, my coward! Oh, shit! Ah! How did that count? Okay, I think the hitbox has been touched a little bit too much. But then again, back in the, like, in the original recording, the hitbox to actually make the rock hit his backside, even if it does hit his backside, it may not trigger. So maybe it was made a bit bigger to make it a bit easier. Maybe, well, I mean, to be fair, it didn't catch his back leg, so technically that would be behind him. Yeah, that counts. The back of the leg counts. I mean, that'll probably get patched out again, but if I was just a little bit more tight on my maneuverability, I would hit him in the back anyway. This is the anti-dogs filter. How could I survive without such a thing? No, I didn't lose a single Pikmin, actually. That's amazing. Because the reason why I brought a few blues up on the ledge with me is in case if I didn't have enough Pikmin to do the job, and whatever did die, I could replace with blues on the way back to base. Because we do actually need to go back to base. But since I didn't actually lose any Pikmin, that's just less faff with the onions. I mean, I would just bring out Pikmin and get a move on regardless. So, again, not much change. But I did lose quite some Pikmin in the original recording. Again, I'm going to keep that there. And this is still being edited on top of that original recording, just to save myself a bit of the effort on the intro and the outro and stuff. I'll still show the totals of the outro, but I'm going to have to edit the finale again. But no, I'll just put in a pin, because it'll just be like one additional treasure. And you'll see what I mean about that later. Yeah, I didn't do that correctly. I need to toss him off first, then bundle him. There we are. That makes up for the onion kerfuffle that we didn't have to deal with. Right, can I get you? I've actually got him in a very good spot. This is actually going incredibly well. Oh, but Tababa! How dare you borrow when I'm about to smack you in the face? Just bundle him, and we kill him before losing a Pikmin. Lovely. Right, I need to take you out as well, because otherwise you're going to be a pain for some of my Pikmin. Dismiss. Slap him up. And now I'm going to use something from the old video, because it just saves me on editing, because I've already done it. I'm going to pause right here. You've got bomb rocks on the left here, right? In order to get your yellows to those bomb rocks, which is part of the level's design, so this is the only way you're going to be able to get these bomb rocks to start making progress, you've got to go to just over where that red candy pop bud is just peeking out, right? So you got to go through this wall, around to that stump where the red candy pop bud is, toss your yellows over the wall, make your way all the way back through, the long way through the water, whistle your yellows, get the bomb rocks, toss them back over the wall, there's a geyser so you can meet back up with them over there, so you don't have to run around a second time, and then you can actually use your bomb rocks. Put some Pikmin on here. I want to put like 15 on here, ideally. I want to have exactly 50 on me, and I don't want to lose any of them. Ideally, I should have put the leaves onto that wall so that they don't lag behind, but I can make do with it. It's fine. Just gotta kind of wait for them a little bit here. So if I get out the map again, what I've done is that I've put them there. As I said, we'll have to take out that wall with bombs, which are beyond, so it's a little bit of a kerfuffle to get to them, as I've already mentioned. We're heading to this bit, which is also a new part of the map. I forgot to mention that at the start because I was too busy focusing on this area, but this entire area is brand new. Right near where you would normally bump into the Smoky Prog in the Distant Spring in Oliver's Quest. This is basically just a boulder maze. It looks like a brick maze, but it's not even really a maze. You just got to dodge on boulders. But there is one thing I am going to do that I didn't do in the original video. Because in the original video, I wait for those things to shoot rocks. There we are, and then we just walk on by. I'm going to zoom out and turn it up top. Is that I did push this box to block those two shooters. I'm not going to do that this time because it's just a waste of time. And I need all the spare time I can get right now. That's a good point to do that. And I was about to press start to skip this cutscene because you can actually do that now in version 2. The anti-dioxin filter. I'm not even sure what this does. It kind of is just a big metal ring. I still think it's probably important. Getting that voice again is kind of a mess. But yeah, as you just saw there, I'll press pause to skip that cutscene. Keep all the Pikmin bunched with you. Just keep an eye on where the shooters are so you don't have your Pikmin go in the way of them. You can get through this pretty easily. We're safe here. Get across here. Put all your Pikmin on this side of the ship part because 50 is just enough for the not the anti-dioxin filter. The blue one drive. This thing is full of noisy gears. So much for me sleeping well at night. It's fine, mate. Because the boulder will just hit the side of the ship part that doesn't have Pikmin. I'm actually surprised it didn't clip the side of the Pikmin there. I should have timed that a bit better. But again, I'm getting really lucky in this particular recording session. Now, this is where everything would basically be finished to the original video. But the day would almost be over because it took me a lot longer to fight the decorated cannon beetle due to the smaller arena. And the boulder's always clipping the wall. And even if I do hit the back of it, it doesn't pop open its carapace. But because we have a little bit of free time, and if you've been astute in looking at the screen as I'm paused, I would normally say ignore the Smoky Prog area because there is a burrowing snagrit there that we don't need to deal with. The gluon drive will not go anywhere near that. Avoid going into that area. As I said, there is a snagrit there, and as long as you don't interact with it, the Pikmin will basically follow the path that I'm taking through the water right now. However, you can see that there's something buried there now. This is a version 2 addition. And if I grab it now, we'll be back on pace with the rest of my original walkthrough. So it's literally just an insert replacement of this one particular treasure, I guess. Also, as you can see with the path that I'm taking to get back to base, that is the path that they will take to take the gluon drive back to base. But I do need more yellows, not yellows, I need more blues now, so I need to put all my Pikmin away. And I do actually need to take out that lobster that I didn't do before. So, or crawlster, shall I say. So let's pull my Pikmin away, and then we'll just take out more blues, because I do actually want at least 20 blues to pick up what's buried. But, of course, we're going in a battle, so having 30 is ideal. I can have 35 because I've just put all my other Pikmin away. It's perfect. It worked. Seriously, if I had enough time in the original video, I would have just stuck this in at the end of it and just re-uploaded it like that. But because I didn't have a lot of time due to the boss fight of the decorated cannon beetle, I thought, to show that you can actually do it with enough time, I'll just do it all in one go, like a normal day. So it's just a complete day replacement. But that means I can keep the original video in case people want to watch that version and see me struggle. Right, where are you? There you are. Just toss him at his head, as we usually do. And if we're quick about it, we can get damage off before he attacks and almost get a 1 cycle. It's mostly a 2 cycle we're going to get, but we shouldn't lose any more Pikmin at this point. Because even if he tries to peck them now, if he didn't get stuck, he wouldn't be able to swallow before I kill him. Okay! Lovely stuff. So if I check the map right now, you can see that they've just come through here to bring it back to base. That's why I had to take care of that lobster. That would have been a problem. Most certainly for this. If anyone has played Pikmin 2 before, this is known as the repugnant appendage. In future games, it gives you it gives you the Rush Boots ability, which is a speed up. I don't think this is a part of my ship, but it might be worth bringing back, even though it smells terrible. Yeah, it's repugnant, isn't it? It's a smelly sneaker, and we can have up to 30 Pikmin pick it up, which again, 30 is the most recommended amount of Pikmin. So as you see with this shoe, they will most certainly be in the vicinity of this bugger. I keep saying bugger. Yes, I'm British, alright? But yeah, it's just a clean insert of, like, what we needed. And I'm not going to, like, stretch out the day for anything else, because if I did still struggle with the armor canopy or got unlucky with a boulder and I had to go back and forth for a little bit more Pikmin, because, you know, that can potentially happen, just not in this particular recording, that would have eaten up a little bit more of the day, but considering I've already got this back, that actually worked out incredibly well. And I'm not taking out any more enemies, so it still fits with the rest of the Let's Play / walkthrough. As I said, ignore my Pikmin count for this particular video, because I'm still going to stick in the original ending of the original video for our totals, because it just makes the most sense. In a way, this is like a bonus video, but it's just replaced part 11, I think it was. The Rush Shoes! Now it has a no name, the Shoe of Swiftness. It makes sense having this here as well, because we just had the Plucker phone, so covering this after the fact also makes a lot of sense. Even if this doesn't help my ship at all, something about this weird-looking thing makes me feel a lot more energized. I should be able to get around a lot faster now. And since I have spare time in the day, and yeah, this would be the only deficit between the rest of the Let's Play and this, honestly, even if this was added, I wouldn't play the rest of the game with it. You know why? I mean, yes, you have additional speed. For some reason, I got a lot of lag there for some reason. But look at my flowers. Even they're being left behind. They don't benefit from the speed boost. So you still have... Oh, God. So you still have to wait for them to catch up before you can do anything. I mean, yes, you stop for like 1.5 seconds and you can start tossing again. But your normal speed with flowers is perfect because the flowers keep up with you. You're outrunning the fastest form of your Pikmin with these shoes, and personally I think that's not gonna save much time unless you need to run back to base to gather your team again. I don't think this is worth it personally. It's there if you want it, and as I said already when we were coming down that ledge with the Gluon drive, that weren't there before. It's that easy to find. That's an easy addition that's just sitting there. So if you do have the extra time, you can just go grab this, but personally I wouldn't do it. You don't need the extra speed. If you get it during a randomizer, however, where if you replace all ship parts with treasures, you will still get it, and you can't really avoid that at that point, but that's part of the randomizer challenge, isn't it? So, take what you will, because there are more treasures added to the pile in the version 2 version of the randomizer. So for all of the Olimar Pikmin Squared randomizer videos, I have now put next to the hash the version that I'm playing. So, because it may not actually work with, or have the same result with the same seed on version 2.2 in this case. So just keep that in mind. Version 2.2 is the latest version. We are now going to cut back to the original video for the original results. Thank you guys for watching this updated video. Original is in the card and description below. Wow, they haven't even knocked down the wall. That is not ideal. Can they at least knock it down one level? Alright, that... Unfortunately, that was supposed to be knocked down, but because the bloody cannon beetle didn't have the time. Where are they right now? Whoa, what was that noise? They're only halfway. Oh my god. I'm not going to get it back in time. This sucks. This absolutely sucks. You know what? That bloody thing sucks so much, I'm going to just have to take that. Because I don't really have a choice in the matter. It's that close. But I'm just going to have to stomach that, I'm afraid. That cannon beetle just ruins everything. I swear. I should have had that this day. So I'm going to have to get 4 ship parts in the next day in order to make up for it. This has become quite scuffed, but I guess that makes it a bit more interesting. It shows that this is also more difficult than you'd expect. Even if you've practiced it enough, something goes wrong, it throws you off completely. At least I was able to explain everything that I wanted to do. I'm just going to have to quickly grab that first. So I'll take out 50 blues, grab that, and I'll build the rest of my team while they're coming over. That's the plan. I will go with it. "11 days since impact. Today I explored a vast desert. This spacesuit is not the kind of thing to wear for a place like this. I really wish this ship had some air conditioning. At least it's nice up here in the night sky. But this area is loaded with parts, so I better get used to the heat." You mate, you're sweating in there, and he's drowning in his own sweat. Also, think about it. He's wearing this spacesuit for days on end, almost 2 weeks. Oh, well, we didn't lose a lot of Pikmin. It could have been worse. We did drop out just under 100 reds, but I took out that cannon beetle, and we almost did what we wanted to do that day. I'm going to take it, and I'll see you guys next time where we will salvage this operation. See you guys then, because it makes it more interesting. I keep hitting his foot. Alright, well, he's continuously firing in that direction, actually. I can work with this. Yes, I got him, I got him. Let me whistle my Pikmin, come on! Let's get some damage off! Oh my lord. That could have went better, but I'll have to take it. I'll have to take it. Yeah, I don't like bringing my entire squad with me here. I'm going to zoom out. Alright, he's focusing on that one Pikmin. So if I can get a boulder around... this is the worry. This is the worry. This is why I don't want all my Pikmin with me. Oh my lord. I lost Pikmin and I couldn't get out of there. Oh, shit. Oh, leave me be. Oh, leave me be. Leave me be. I can't get my Pikmin out. I hate this. Oh, it could go so terribly. He's actually turned around and the boulder's... Holy shit! I just got jump scared by that boulder. What the hell? Oh my god, can you please stop having the boulders come all the way through perfectly? This is actually stupid. Right, let's get out of here pronto. Can we stop having the boulders perfectly following me out of the area and then not getting destroyed when they hit the wall? Look at this bollocks. I hate this. It can go so wrong so quickly and you don't really have a choice in the matter. Right, that'll do it. Okay, okay. I need my Pikmin, I need my Pikmin. Whistle, whistle. Oh, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. It's so annoying. No, not that many. Just a handful. If I can at least kill him, I will make the time to get the piece. Oh, he's just so far away. Oh, the bells aren't working. Can you just land on his ass? Oh my... I hate this thing. I hate this thing. I hate this thing. Like, it's just so annoying. I'm gonna have to do this again.